Welcome to Fashion Show Reaction with Facial Recognition, where we react to fashion show videos, but with a twist. We apply facial recognition technology so that we can identify the models. For our third episode covering menswear for the fall and winter 2026 to 27 season, we are going to react to Véronique Nichanian's collection for Hermes. Are you ready? Here we go. We have never reacted to Hermes here on the channel, and given how much we like this collection, I think we were missing out. After Pharrell Williams' pure streetwear for Louis Vuitton and Jonathan Anderson's new romanticism for Dior, Véronique Nichanian's collection for Hermes feels very grown-up and sophisticated. But don't worry, it is boring, because she gives us some very interesting fabrics and textures to liven things up. Just wait for my best look at the show, for example, or even sooner check out this all-leather jumpsuit on Nicola. We have 58 looks on 51 models in this show with 3 unknown models, and a few instances where we had to help the computer out with an identification. And of course, shearling coats are always in style for winter, but check out the use of leather on the shirt here, as that is a recurring piece in the show. Also note that unlike other collections this season, the trousers are presented with belts. At least she's not giving us my pet peeve of belt loops on trousers presented without a belt. And here comes my first honorable mention of the show on Jingluan. Love this sweater with its zipper detail. Of course, Hermes is all about luggage, and later on we're going to see our favorite bags ever. The same thing in both tan and black. This is Veronique's last collection for Hermes, and it is a beauty. Let's check it out as we move toward our second honorable mention. Check out these leather pants with the faux crocodile pattern. Thankfully, Véronique has avoided the detailless leather we have seen in other collections that make the models wearing the coats look like Lego people. We will see more of this leather later in the collection. Here comes our second unknown model. If you know the identities of any of the 3 unknown models, please let us know in the comments. And check out the neckline on this coat presented by Finn. Now, this is winter gear. I mentioned this in our reaction to Dior video, that it is really nice to see Alvar without his usual football-style headband. But what are these lanyards with a little leather at the end? Is that a little pocket? And if so, for what? Here we get more leather pants, but without any imprinted pattern, and note how loose they are cut. Great mixture of gray tones on Victor as we get to our second honorable mention presented by Andon, which really caught my eye due to the rib texture on the zip-up sweater. But honestly, what is a guy supposed to put in these giant bags? By the way, the slow motion effect is from the original video. I forgot to comment earlier that Véronique has the trousers hemmed very short. Not sure I'm a fan of that. And I am for sure not a fan of the wallet chains, but I am grooving on the various sweater patterns. Okay, here comes another pet peeve. I never like silver or gray cars with tan or brown interiors, and I do not like that they paired this gray look with a tan bag. Fingers crossed the 21st century trend of wearing tan shoes with gray suits is dead and gone. Hey, it is a winter collection after all, so this hat on Alexander makes some sense even if it is not very flattering, but note the fabric from a previous sweater is now a scarf. Note that the natural color bag is fine with a black outfit, just not a gray outfit. And as I foreshadowed, this has got to be the greatest throwback bag ever. Wow, luggage piece of the season for sure, along with its black sibling we will see later. And here we get as plain a leather jacket as Véronique is willing to give us. If you are old enough, I hope you save your old suits because double-breasted is fully back, unfortunately on our third and final unidentified model. Then we had to help the computer out, but thankfully we are back to black bag with a gray outfit. Even the red is better than natural color. Speaking of red, here we get a fun twist with the lamb lining of this coat in red rather than natural, unless there is some sort of red sheep I do not know about. Oh, here comes a second, shorter version. I hope you have been paying attention to the patterns on the sweaters, because some of them are subtle. Note these fabric trousers with the traditional pinstripe as she ramps it up in the next look, which is a full suit in the pinstripes with a leather shirt followed by a full leather outfit that does not read as a suit, because Véronique is going to twist this traditional to not so traditional run in a way that led me to choose my best look of the show, which puts the pinstripe on a fully leather suit with a traditional cut and long trousers. And let me tell you, Derek Zoolander has nothing on Junso because this look is pure blue steel. Then you can see that some of the earlier models are cycling back to take laps in different outfits while we are still getting new faces such as Yang in a cable knit sweater. And here comes the black version of the awesome bag, which I honestly think wins the season. Here she mixes up the pinstripes and leather again, and I like how that collar of the shirt flares, which is facilitated by a zipper which feeds right into our third honorable mention, which takes the pinstripes back to all fabric, but in this case knitwear with a zippered neck piece, but a big skip for me on the brown bag with this ensemble, even though the suede texture makes sense. Guaranteed, some well-meaning office mate is going to think you spilled something on your new Hermes sweater if you wear this. That is until they get closer. Then we get to Alejandro, and wait 1 second. Are there pleats on those pants? As we see our first unknown model for a second time, we come up to our final honorable mention, which features the crocodile and printed leather we saw earlier. But this time it's a whole suit followed by a very interesting lapel treatment on this long double-breasted coat presented by Victor. Check out how well the subtle pattern on the turtleneck really adds some class to this sport coat. Then we get more crocodile, which reminds us of the limited color palette Véronique has used throughout and that we never get this leather in an alternative color. Alright, let's let the computer grind through the parade. If you have enjoyed applying facial recognition technology to a fashion show, please like this video and consider subscribing to the channel. And if you learn the name of a model you like, check them out on social media and see what they are up to. We even got Véronique herself. Best wishes to her as she leaves Hermes. See you next episode.